Hey coach, I'm going to go through 3 basic turns that youth soccer players need to learn, and these are absolutely fundamental. At these early ages, players can absolutely start learning them. The first one is going to be a pivot, and I'm using the cleats, I'm using the front part of my foot to change direction with the ball. I'm going to move sideways across the camera so you can see this better, but if I'm dribbling and I need to change direction in a game, it could be to turn the ball and go back the other way to attack, it could be to save the ball from out of bounds, it could be to get away from an opponent. For the pivot, which is the first turn, I've got to reach for the ball, and then I'm going to roll it in front of me, change direction, and go back the other way. So if I'm dribbling, reach, roll it, go back the other way. An important part of this that the players really need to start implementing is the use of their upper body, and especially their arm, of the opposite arm of the opposite dribbling leg. So when I dribble and do a turn, if my hands are down like this, and I just roll it back, I'm not convincing anybody that I might be faking a cross or trying to go that way. So I get my left arm up, and then I roll it back the other way, and that's a pivot, that's the first turn. Second turn is inside chop. It's the same idea as the pivot, but instead of grabbing it with the front part of my foot, on the sole of the foot, I'm going to chop down on the ball with the inside. So for an inside chop, if I'm dribbling, I chop the ball, and if I do it correctly, that ball's already going to start moving back the other way. So I'm here, I come down on the ball, and then I go. This motion for the inside chop is very similar to the pivot, it's just a different surface that you're using. And again, we're reaching for the ball. So when I make my turn, okay, I have to reach a little bit to do so. And if you look at my standing leg, this is important. My foot is already starting to rotate out. Because if my foot is pointing downfield and I try to do this, obviously my body gets in an awkward position. So I already have to start to rotate my foot, and then I chop it and go back. The last one is an outside chop, and I'm using the outside surface of my foot. On this one, I got to get both feet past the ball when I do my turn. So I'll go through this slowly. So if I'm dribbling this way, my dribbling foot is going to lead on this. So I'm actually going to go and jump in the air, which is a good way to explain it to the kids when they're learning it. And I'm going to make contact first with my dribbling foot. So I go right, left, and I take the ball away. So a couple more times as I'm dribbling, right, left, right. So that's obviously for a righty. So I'm dribbling right foot, and right, left, and I go. So it's important again, when you get into this turn, both feet end up on this side of the ball, and I just take it away with my dribbling foot. So those are 3 basic turns that are really important for youth soccer players to learn.